Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Piano Bar Live. Tonight, Piano Bar Live celebrates the world-famous singing waiters, the Stardusters. Hi, everybody. Welcome. My name is Scott Barbarino, and I'm the producer of Piano Bar Live. For the last 40 years, I've had the distinct pleasure of being surrounded by piano bar people. Piano players, singing waiters, bar regulars, music aficionados, managers, and owners, and I wouldn't trade any of it for anything in the world. For the last just shy of 20 years, I've got to know and work with the amazing, world-famous singing waiters, the Stardusters, and I can confidently say that there's nothing like them in this galaxy. So without further ado, they are like the flying Wallendas of singing servers. It is our pleasure here at Piano Bar Live to start tonight's show as we celebrate Burgers and Shakes and the incredible Stardusters. I'd like to please welcome to Piano Bar Live, she's been here before, Miss Monique Morgan.
Hi. There's a new world coming, and it's just around the bend. There's a new world coming, this one's coming to an end. There's a new voice calling, you can hear it if you try, and it's growing stronger with each day that passes by. There's a brand new morning, rising clear and sweet and free. There's a new day dawning that belongs to you and me. Yes, a new world's coming, the one we've had visions of, coming in peace, coming in joy, coming in love. Yes, a new world's coming, the one we've had visions of, coming in peace, coming in joy, coming in love, coming in love, coming in love, coming in, coming in, coming in love.
Hi, Monique.
Hi, Scott.
Thank you so much. That's a Mama Cass song that people from my generation know that as the last time that we tried to get that new world jump-started. And with everything that's gone on over the last couple of months, I hope we all have a vision of what the new world is going to be in the future. And I personally feel positive about it. I think a lot of learning has been done, and we're moving in the right direction. I want to just let the audience know that I was fortunate enough to see you in 2019 live at the Duplex, and you brought your cabaret show to that stage. Mm-hmm. And it was a wonderful show, Monique. And I hope that you have plans for doing something in the future as soon as we can get back into the actual spaces and do cabaret. So do you have anything else you're working on at the moment? Or?
I'm really just taking time to learn and reflect and hone in on my craft in different ways. So that's fun, recording. But I do have plans eventually when this is all, cleaned up coronavirus-wise.
Right, exactly. And I look forward to seeing that and anything that I can do to help with that happening with that show. Because, again, you blew me away. It was a great show that you did.
Thank you.
And I appreciated it from the fact that you were so in the moment and you were so you were the person that I wanted to know better, and I got to know you better through that show. And really appreciate you having done that. We're going to switch now back to Tony, but thanks again for joining us, Monique, and well to everybody on your end. Okay.
Thank you. You as well. Thanks for having me.
Love. Bye now.
Here I am,
Tony.
Scott. I'm here. So I'll let you take a break for a second, and I got a few things to say. So
Excellent.
And thank you, Monique, for a great start to the show. I'll see you on the flip side, Scott.
Okay.
Hey everybody, it's Tony Javid, associate producer for Piano Bar Live. Thank you for joining us for show number 39 as we once again connect with live music. The Stardusters, I'm just warning you right now, they are prepared to turn it out. So sit back and get ready. But first, I have something to say. I've been sitting on something for a few days now, and I just gotta let it out. And it's this. Why, it's our 2020 Mac Award for Show of the Year. You've been hearing about it for a while, but this delightful honor came in the mail just this week, so I just had to show it off. So here it is again, and I just wanted to say a few things quickly. Basically, it's a whole lot of thanks. I want to thank Michael Massey, who introduced me to Piano Bar Live, and of course, I want to thank Scott Barberino, who invited me in. He's a true mensch. He genuinely loves the Piano Bar family, and he's trusted me to help him build this dream of his, and I couldn't imagine a better mentor or partner. I, of course, want to thank the Manhattan Association of Cabarets and Clubs, the board of directors, for recognizing our efforts to spotlight the work that we're doing to highlight the work of all the people that make nightlife wonderful. And I'm sorry, as you see, this is the moment that I'm also supposed to ask for money. So there's that beautiful information scrolling for you right now. Back to my thanks. I want to thank the entire PBL family, and the Stardusters appearing tonight are part of that family. Those folks and the people behind the scenes, your fearlessness, your kindness, and your talent has gotten us this far. And the audiences for sticking with us. Thanks for all the laugh emojis, the heart emojis, the great comments, and the hellos at the beginning of each live stream. We promise to keep doing what we can to just bring it bigger and better every week. Finally, to our tippers, we really couldn't have done this without you. And of course, again, I encourage you to give what you can to our virtual tip bowl via PayPal and Venmo. And this is the important thing I really wanted to get to, because here's why. Performing artists are among the most resilient and most loving people that you're ever going to meet. And your support of Piano Bar Live is just one way to keep their unique talents front and center. And we use this platform to help them shine. And it's really important now, especially when live performance is almost 100% on pause. So it really is a lifeline for performers and audiences alike. And finally, to that point, I've been so inspired by working with Scott and by all the love I've been shown by the community that I'm kicking off a new live stream of my very own this coming Sunday. It's called Beyond the Green Room. It's with my husband that you may have seen on the stream, David Edwards. And it's all theater talk. It's going to be a bunch of debate, dish, and delight of all things theater with stage pros across the spectrum. We have a new panel each week. I'll share a link in the stream so that you can like the page and never miss an episode. It's going to be a whole lot of fun. So at this time, I want to bring Scott back. Hey, Scott, back.
There, I'm back. I can't wait to meet.
There, I'm back. Thank you, and thanks. Yep.
No.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. No. Go ahead.
I'm done. What do you got to tell me?
Let me go then. I want to see this next guest.
Yeah.
I miss seeing this fellow, and his name is Kevin Ray.
All right, I'm bringing him.
Hey, Kevin.
Scott. How you doing?
Good to see. I'm doing okay. It's good to see you.
Good to see you.
We have a lot of years together, Kevin, and you are truly a good-hearted, solid-thinking, and very talented fellow. And you're going to do something today for us, which is an original tune, which I think speaks to the moment where we're at. Before you play that, I did want to mention and ask you about everything's going well so far for you, it would seem, as best as can be expected, right?
Sure.
Under the circumstances. So would you please let everybody know, you guys set up a GoFundMe page several months ago, and it's time to get people active again going there and donating to the cause. Can you let me know what that page is for?
Sure. We're raising money to help out our fellow co-workers who aren't as fortunate as some of us in receiving government benefits and unemployment and such. And they're struggling right now, and we're trying to raise money for them. We've raised over $25,000 so far and distributed the first wave, and the need is still there, and we're still trying to raise money.
And I appreciate that, and I know that the people out there that are listening, check that GoFundMe page out. Tony's got it down there on the bottom. I'm going to get off the screen now, and I'm going to leave it up to you to do this as an original tune from you, right?
This is my most common response when I ask people how they are doing these days.
Go for it.
Some days are better than others, but the nights are always bad. We're all marching our own drums, marking time and going mad. I can carry on for a little bit of time, drinking my whiskey and wine, wasting my time. I wait for a sign. Some hands are cooler than others, but the heart it burns so high. I think about my sister and brothers, trying to be thankful for what I got. The sun it sets and the weather gets cold, the isolation gets old. I do what I'm told. Try not to fall someday. Better than others. Some days better than others. Yeah, they're better than others. I start off strong. Oh, but the nights are so long. Some days arrive like a lion, but they leave like a crying child. I'm weak, but I keep on trying. Just feel a little rank and file. It's a cruel curse, it's bound to get worse. Do what you can to survive. Keep your hope alive. Keep your hope alive. Someday better than others. Some days yeah, better than others. Better than others. I start off strong, but the nights are so long. I wake up in the morning to know the listeners day. Nothing much to do when I'm not a helpful word to say. Sometimes I have to find the urge to fade away, but still I feel okay. Some of the time, some days are better than others, but the nights are always bad. We're all marching our own drums, marking time and going mad. Days of worry and work to grief, I get a little wave of relief from time to time. From time to time, someday better than others. Some days better than others. Better than others. Some days I start strong. Yeah, but the nights are so long. Better than others some days. Better than others some days. Better than others. Better than others. Some days better
Indeed. Some days are better than others. And we're looking forward to days coming back. I know, I'm just curious while I have you. So when you're writing a song, Kevin, is it the lyric that you get in your head? Is it a title for the song? Is it a melody that hits you? What's your process? Is it all of those?
It's
combined?
all of those. I usually get a little snippet of the hook of the lyric, and it usually comes with a melodic idea, and then I just kind of flesh it out from there.
Well, thank you, because I think that's the right type of song for the moment. Everybody take each day, one day at a time, and try to find that little bit of that sweet spot in each one. For me, it's just going out to the market every now and then and seeing everybody wearing a mask.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're going to take off now. But again, thank you for the information about the GoFundMe page.
Absolutely.
We'll be mentioning it again in a little while. And you guys keep up the good work.
Okay.
Hey, Tony, we have something coming up now, which is the bottom line with Piano Bar Live is we didn't start to stream only from home. We started in the piano bars. We started at the Duplex, and then we moved over to Brandi's, and we had live audiences with us. And now we don't have those live audiences with us. But what we do have are clips from previous shows that we've got that we can show that bring us back to that moment. And we've had several Stardusters join us over the course of those first 6 months at the Duplex and at Brandi's. And one of them is now in Australia, which is his home country, and he's performing down there. And they have a different vibe down there. They're actually they have a little bit more of a grasp on what's going on. And his name is Adam Rennie, and we're going to bring you back to a performance that Adam did for Piano Bar Live back in October when he joined us for our Halloween show with Michael Massey.
Please welcome Mr. Adam Rennie.
How do you do? I see you've met my faithful handyman. Here's a little rundown, because when you knocked, he thought you were the candy man, didn't you, freaky? Don't get strung out by the way I look. Don't judge a book by its cover. I'm not much of a man by the light of day. By night, I'm one hell of a lover. I'm just a sweet transvestite, round transsexual Transylvania. Let me show you around, baby. Play with sound. You look like you're pretty groovy. Or if you want something visual that's not too abysmal, we can take it an old series movie.
I'm glad we caught you at home. Could we use your phone? We're both in a bit of a hurry.
Right.
Say where we are, and then we'll get back in the car. We don't want to be any worry.
So you got caught with a flag? Well, how about that? Well, babies, don't you panic. By the light of the night, it'll all seem alright. I'll get you a satanic mechanic. I'm just a sweet transvestite, transsexual Transylvania. Why don't you stay for the night? Or maybe a bite? I could show my favorite obsession. I've been making a man with blonde hair and a tan. He's good for relieving my tension. I'm just a sweet transvestite, transsexual Transylvania. I'm just a sweet transvestite, transsexual Transylvania. I'm not finished yet. So,
come up to the lab and see what's on the slab. I see you shiver with anticipation. Taisha! Well, maybe the rain is really to blame, so I'll remove the cause, but not the symptom. I'm just a sweet transvestite, transvestite, transsexual, Transylvania. Hello.
I think they like that.
That's a fun one. Yeah, I got to play Frankfurter in the Australian tour a few years ago, and it blew my mind. The fact that I could, like dress like this and be in front of an audience and kind of like to not only be accepted, but to like be celebrated for everything that I am, like not hiding a single part of myself, and that blew my mind.
Here's a shout out to Adam Rennie. He's in Sydney, I believe, and probably it's breakfast time there. Obviously, we have an interconnected world with this show and all the other shows that are coming on. And Adam, have a great day today, and thanks for letting us use that video. We're going to bring on our next guest now, and she is somebody that I met a while back. She was actually a Starduster when I first started, and then left and was out touring for a long time, and then came back to work with us. Her name is Brandi Massey. Siobhan Massey.
Hi, guys.
I want to get it right. Do I use that middle name also? Do I say Brandi Siobhan Massey?
It's Brandi Siobhan Massey, but now I think
I'm adding that little French touch to the end.
I like it.
How are you?
I'm good. I'm really doing
Good
well.
to see you.
Good to see you.
You. So I'm going to let you do what you came to do, which is sing.
Okay.
And then we're going to catch up on some of the stuff that you've been doing after.
All right.
All right.
Here we go. I don't need you to love me. I don't need you to love. I got my sister. I can feel her now. She may not be here, but she's still mine, and I know she still loves me. I got my children. I can hold them now. They may not be here, but they still mine, and I know they know I still love them. Got my house, it still keep the cold out. Got my chair when my body can hold down. Got my hair's doing good like they supposed I'm gonna hold my head up, gonna put my shoulders back and look you straight in the eye. I'm gonna flirt with somebody when they walk by. I'm gonna sing out, sing. I believe I have inside of me everything that I need to live a bountiful life. Without the love in me, I will stand as tall as the tallest tree. And I'm thankful for every day that I'm given, both the easies and hard ones. I'm living, but most of all, I'm thankful for loving who I really am. I'm beautiful. Yes, I'm beautiful. And I'm here.
You are beautiful.
Oh, thank you, Scott.
And so much more. So much more.
Thank you so much.
Listen, thanks for coming in. I wanted to just, let the story is that when I first started working with the Stardusters, I just missed meeting you because you got into a little show.
Yeah.
That show was wicked.
That show was wicked. Yeah.
Yeah. And you played
Elphaba.
Yes, of course.
I played Elphaba understudy. I was in the ensemble and I understudied Elphaba. Yes.
You did a great job with that because from there you did a lot of other shows, including In the Heights and a few other.
Not in
the Heights. I'm sorry. What shows have you done, Brandi? You were gone.
I was in The Color Purple.
Purple.
My first Broadway show was where I played ensemble understudy Lucy in Jekyll and Hyde. And then I went on to play Nala in the West End's Lion King. And then there was Elphaba ensemble. And as well as Carolina Change, Radio 1. I've been very, very blessed. And there comes a time in everybody's life where we have to have those survival jobs. And Ellen's has always been there for me as that place to go. And I really, really, especially at this time during the quarantine where we're not together, I really, truly miss every moment of it.
Yeah, we all do. We all miss getting an opportunity to go out and work and be out in the public and all, but you've got a lot of things keeping you busy. You have a project coming up. Can I ask you about that, or is it still secret?
It's a little secret.
Don't tell then.
Okay, it's a little secret, but I am teaching at the American Musical and Dramatic Academy this summer remotely, and we'll see what happens in the fall. But I am there and enjoying the kids and loving every minute of that. And I'm looking into doing some of these live shows myself, and which will be up and coming.
So we have surprises coming from you.
We have surprises.
And I love that. So listen, Brandi, thank you for joining us today. And we will see you soon. If not in person, streaming somewhere, huh?
Yes.
Send my love to everybody. And thank you, Brandi, for being a wonderful parent.
Oh, thank you.
I know that. Listen, that I know because I can see. And that is one of the most important things that we can do right now is make sure to take care of the kids and raise the kids with the right ideas and the right goals. And they will be happy. Again, they'll be happier
Yes.
When things lighten up and we can start getting back. But keeping them going right now, and again, I know you're a great parent, and that's a big thing that you're doing, and that's
Thank
a
you
real
so
nice
much,
thing.
Scott.
You're welcome. So we're going to keep moving, Tony. Brandi, see you soon. Oh, it's a little warm here in the studio. So we're going to actually right now, there are 3 Stardusters. They met at work. They came together. They created amazing music, amazing harmonies together. I'm not going to say anything further except sit back and enjoy Menage.
Mama told me when I was young, we were all superstars. She'd roll my hair, put my lipstick on, in the glass of her boudoir. There's nothing wrong with loving who you are, she said, 'cause he made you perfect, babe. So pull your head up, girl, and you'll go far. Listen to me when I say I'm beautiful in my way, 'cause God makes no mistakes. I'm on the right track, baby, I was born this way. Don't hold yourself in regret, just love yourself and you said I'm on the right track, baby, I was born this way. On this way, baby, I was born this way. Baby, I was born this way. On this way, baby, I was born this way. Don't be a drag, just be a queen. Don't be a drag, just be a queen. Don't be a drag, just be a queen. Don't be. Give yourself prudence and love your friends, so we can rejoice your truth. In the religion of the insecure, I must be myself, respect our youth. Hurting from lovers, not a sin. Believe capital H. I love my life, I love this record. And me, I'm whatever if I, yeah. I'm beautiful in my way, 'cause God makes no mistakes. I'm on the right track, baby, I was born this way. Don't hold yourself in regret, just love yourself and you said I'm on the right track, baby, I was born this way. Baby, I was born this way. Baby, I was born this way. On this way, ain't no other way. Baby, I was born on the right track, baby, I was born this way. Don't be a drag, just be a queen. Whether you're broke or evergreen, you're black, white, beige, or descent, you're Lebanese, you're Orient. Whether life's disabilities left you outcast but leader teased, rejoice and love yourself today, 'cause baby, you were born this way. No matter gay, straight or bi, lesbian, transgender life, I'm on the right track, baby, I was born to survive. No matter black, white, or beige, Shola or Orient, babe, I'm on the right track, baby, I was born to be brave. I'm beautiful in my ways, God makes no mistakes. I'm on the right track, baby, I was born this way. Don't hold yourself in regret, just love yourself and you said I'm on the right track, baby, I was born this way. On this way, baby, I was born this way. Baby, I was born this way. Born this way, baby, I was born. I'm on the right track, baby, I was born this way. I was born this way. I was born this way. I'm on the right track, baby, I was born this way. I was born this way. I was born this way. I'm on the right track, baby, I was born this way.
There they are.
Hi.
Hi, Menage.
Hi.
Hello.
Bianca, Lacey, Naselli.
Yeah.
How nice to see you.
Good to see you.
Yeah. Thank you for that. Thank you for that amazing video. The quality of the work that you've been doing all along is amazing. But in the current way that we're dealing with stuff, you're keeping it up. And the fact of the matter is that I am thrilled that all of you were born this way. And you are all fearless.
Thank
which is we love. So Bianca, are you still in Florida?
I am in Florida, in the Sunshine State, which is now the epicenter.
You stay safe down there, yeah. You stay safe and smart. Lacey, where are you?
I'm in Queens. I never left.
You're staying nearby, near home?
Yes.
And Massey, are you near me up here in Manhattan?
Well, I'm in Yonkers now.
You're in Yonkers?
Yonkers.
Yeah.
Yonkers.
Come on, Yonkers.
The three of you started working together. You created some amazing harmony stuff together. What was the first thing that you all did when you first realized that you were Menage? What was the song?
Was it Soul Sister?
Huh?
Was it Soul Bang Bang?
Bang Bang.
Yeah.
It was Bang Bang. We used to have identical schedules at the diner, and it was just a thing where we would hop on each other's songs, and it'd be like, "Oh wow, we sound good," and then we were really obnoxious about the fact that we sound good. So we would be like, "Okay, we're gonna sing every song together."
It wasn't that obnoxious.
Yeah, the power of three. It was we called ourselves the
power of three. How ridiculous are we?
Listen, you took the opportunity, which is one that people that are in the business, in the piano bar business, have done over the years. Is you get put together in a team of people, and if you're there working with each other, and you're there anyway, you might as well bring it out, harmonize, add to, create, which is one of the things that we love most about the piano bar scene. It's on lockdown now, but we'll be back there soon enough. So I'm hoping that there's more coming from Menage in the near future.
Yes.
Excellent.
So we're working on putting together our own virtual live show.
Yes.
And we have details about that coming soon, but it's been fun working together remotely because we're actually way more productive this way.
We're putting out so much more content than we ever had, and
excellent.
Ever. So it's actually, I know it's not the most positive situation to be in, but we've actually found a way to express ourselves and really utilize our art through it. So it's been really exciting.
Yeah.
Amazing. I love that. And I love the fact that you're doing a full show. 60 minutes? Don't tell me anything. You're surprised.
We're working on it.
The fact that you're working on it virtually is what's really incredible. That is going to be one of the next things that that folks are going to be doing. So I'm hoping maybe we can get Monique to do a show that way too, because it's going to be a little while till we can get back. And there's plenty of talent that people need to see and hear and feel from. And what you did for us today was great, and I really appreciate it. So
thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you all for being here with us today.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for having us.
Stay safe, all right?
You too.
You too.
Bye now.
Bye.
Tony, something else, huh? Come on.
Totally. So I was busy getting people back into the green room.
Oh,
yes, they were
around back there, are you?
Yeah. No, they were. The what they did together was delightful, and that's what artists do. They innovate and they make. As I said in the stream, you take lemons and you make lemonade. That's what we're all doing, and nobody does it better than performing artists.
Nobody does that better than our next guest.
Mm-hmm.
She's gotten a lot of lemons, but always made lemonade. She's going to be coming to us from home. I would like to welcome to Piano Bar Live. This is her second time. She was with us at the Duplex when we first started. So everybody welcome Amanda Brasher, sister.
Hi.
Hi, Amanda. Are you ready to sing?
All right, let's do it.
All right. Take me out, Tony, and let her do her thing.
This will be my shining hour, calm and happy and bright. In my dreams, your face will flower through the darkness of the night, like the light of home before me, or an angel watching o'er me. This will be my shining hour till I'm with you again. This will be my hour till I'm with you tonight. Well, this will be my shining hour, calm and happy and bright. In my dreams, your face will flower through the darkness of the night, like the light of home before me, or an angel watching o'er me. This will be my shining hour till I'm with you again. Oh, till I'm with you again. I said, till I'm with all of you again.
You sound great, Amanda.
Thank you.
It's really nice to have you here and visiting. I haven't seen you in a while. We've been working years together. We've had all kinds of things. Can I mention the next time that you come on, would you be willing to bring your French horn?
Yeah, totally. I do play French horn.
I know you do.
Yeah, it's a thing.
And you got a jazz swing to what you do.
Yeah, I love singing jazz.
And you're really good at it. You worked over the time with Barry Levitt, and we put some stuff together early there. Yep. Barry and you clicked, and you should do a jazz show soon. How's everything going on there? How's raising your child? Because you're another one that's doing that amazing, raising of a child. And in this time and age, it's really super important that we as a species do that right. And everything that I can see there's a bunch of kids right now from the Stardusters, and everything that I can see, it's such great skills that are making these kids really look happy and smiling, even though it's not quite as simple as when we were kids. It still seems to be fun. So thank you for doing that. How's everything? Are you cooking now for the family?
Yeah, I mean, we have to cook a little bit, but yeah, I mean, as you were saying, it's crazy being a parent and also a performer. And it's been really awesome to have so many like other Stardusters, our moms too. You mentioned Brandi. She's been amazing and inspiring to see her, out there doing what she does and also being a mom. And there's a few other Stardusters. We all kind of had kids around the same time. And so that's been a good network as well to keep going in these times. And yeah, the number one work being raising the baby, and he's doing well. Life is great for him. But trying to educate him and keep him, in the moment, but also having a performing life. So.
And hopefully we have viewers here on Broadway On Demand. Well, for our Broadway audience out there, all of these performers, they're waiting for, some of them have gotten breaks. They've gotten different things that they've done. They're all available. So once this goes back up and it's up and running again, we got to get casting we have to cast these folks in shows. Or Amanda, I'd be happy to help you with the virtual show as well in the future.
Yeah, we got to do it.
It's going to be a little while. So
yeah.
Anyway, thank you for coming in and saying hello to us today. It's really nice to see you.
Thanks, Scott.
Bye now. So, Tony, we're going to go take a little trip down. This has been a while since I've seen this fellow in real life, but he worked with us as a Starduster, and then he moved down to Fort Lauderdale, and he's been down there a while. He is actually live streaming a show every Saturday, and it's a great one. It's great. He's a great singer. He does all of that amazing soul stuff from the 70s, and then he's doing by decade. Can we bring on Antonio Edwards?
Hey.
Hi, Antonio.
How you doing, Scott Barbarino?
I'm doing well, man.
I'm loving that beard. That's amazing.
Thank you. It's making things a lot easier. It's a while to figure it out, though. So you're doing shows. I've been watching you on Saturdays.
Yes, I do a show every Saturday and every Thursday from 5:30 to 7:30 Eastern.
And you pick decades sometimes of music or types and stuff, and you request from your audience, and they send you. They actually will do it live while you're doing the show, and you either know it, or if you don't know it really well, you go for it.
Yeah, sometimes I've heard the song and I'll say, you know what, I've heard it. I'm at about 80%, so let's give it a try.
That's amazing. We have a lot of friends down in Wilton Manors and in that area in Fort Lauderdale. Please stay safe while you're down there. I know that you are.
I am.
The song that you're going to do now is a special request.
Yes.
It's something that was, at the time that it was first done, it was a momentous tune. It carried a serious message. And I'll catch you on the flip side, but please go right ahead.
It's an amazing song, and when I was asked to do it, I thought to myself, with everything going on in the country with COVID-19 and racial injustice and political divide, this is the perfect song. So thank you for asking me to do this. Hope you guys enjoy it. I was born by the river in a little tent. Though just like that river, I've been running ever since. It's been a long, long time coming, but I know change is gonna come. Oh, yes, it will. It's been too hard living, but I'm afraid to die. 'Cause I don't know what's up there beyond the sky. It's been a long time coming, but I know a change is gonna come. Oh, yes, it will. Now I go to the movies and I go downtown. Somebody's out there telling me, don't hang around. It's been a long time coming, but I know a change is gonna come. Oh, yes, it will. Listen. So now I go to my high brother and I say, brother, won't you help me, please? Somehow he ends up knocking me back down on my knees. Whoa, there are times when I thought I wouldn't last for long. Now I think I'm able I'm able to carry on. It's been a long time coming, but I know a change is gonna come. I know a change is gonna come. I said I know a change is gonna come. Yes, it will. A change is gonna come. Said I know a change is gonna come. Yes, it will. I know a change is gonna come. Said I know. I said a change is gonna come.
That was wonderful. I know I'm not Scott, but I want to remind you to toggle so that he can talk to you a bit more and we don't sound like rock stars.
That was a good reminder because I totally forgot.
That is not a problem. Your pre-interview is great, and I just want Scott to...
Let me get to that.
Not a problem. You know, as a matter of fact, I think we have a fan there wanted to say a little something to you. I'm going to come out and I'm going to let Scott talk with you.
Alrighty.
It was wonderful. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Tony.
Thank you, Scott.
Tony, you know, that song I came out about 60 years ago when it first came out. Tell us a little bit about, you do that music. The person that sang that song was...
that song was recorded by Sam Cooke. A lot of people have covered it, and Otis Redding did it, and the version I just did was by Seal. I just like that version that it kind of has a tag at the end. But it's such an amazing song. And like you mentioned earlier, when I do my shows, sometimes I'll do different decades. So I'll do a show that's American standards and songbooks and jazz, 50s and 60s, and then that'll be the whole show. And then the next week I might do a show of disco and 80s. And then the next show I might do Broadway. So it all depends on I like to categorize.
There's plenty to choose from, and I do appreciate oldies and stuff from back. So that song from Sam Cooke 60 years ago, at the beginning of a decade, which a lot of you I know weren't around. I actually was around, and you remember the latter part of that decade when we actually thought that the change was going to come. A lot of people were hoping for that, and it didn't. So now that we're at this point in time, we have to all make that happen. We cannot go back and revisit this anymore. The change needs to happen.
We've got to
happen now.
I was talking to a friend of mine the other day who's my same age. I'll be 55 in September, and he's 54. And we were talking the other day, and we said, my God, are we still talking about this? Are we still talking about this? Like, it doesn't make any sense that that's happening right now. It just doesn't make sense to me. I actually told him the other day, I said, I felt safer as a black man in America in the 70s than I do today. And that's even more sad.
Yeah, it is. And hopefully, like I said, we all have to push and bring those walls down that are keeping it from making that next move to our future. One of the ways that we're doing that is by helping financially is a very important thing. The GoFundMe is an extremely important thing for the Stardusters because they are front of the house singing waiters, and they are also supporting back of the house people that would be kitchen staff, porters, busboys, runners, and those people are in many cases marginalized and don't get the same shake as everybody else, and that has to be changed as well. And then there's also the fact that we're all stuck at home creating, and I know that you do a virtual tip bowl.
I do.
We do a virtual, everybody's doing a virtual tip bowl. I want to just make a little comment about virtual tip bowls. because we always, everybody that does them is pretty apologetic about it and kind of says, only if you can. What really should happen here, folks, is $2, $3, $4. It doesn't have to be a big amount. Spread it around and go and support everybody that's doing these things. There are costs involved that you don't necessarily know about, and we all are not getting the kind of work that we became used to and that we were doing. So it's really important to figure out how to. When I go to eat now, if I'm going to bring food in, I go out and I will stop one place to buy an appetizer, one place for the main course, and I'll buy dessert somewhere else, just so that everybody gets a little bit.
That's wonderful.
That's what we have to do. Everybody is trying to figure it out, but we really have to start to share it.
I mean, especially in supporting our local businesses, like we really have to do that. Just the local businesses are really, really suffering right now.
Yep. And we want to keep them here because without them, we'll really be in trouble. There's a local deli over here that I don't know what I would, and the 99-cent store across from me gets a lot of money and a lot of business because they got everything, those little supplies that we need. So yeah, we got to keep those places open all over. Stay safe, Tony.
All right. Thank you so much. I want to publicly say, Scott, thank you so much. You may not remember, you're the one that hired me. Scott Barbarino was the one that hired me at Ellen's Stardust Diner, and it was the longest job I ever had. I was there for 10 and a half years. And not only that, I met some of the most amazing, incredible people that still to this day are family to me. So thank you. I want to thank you publicly for inviting me into the House of Ellen's. Thank you.
I appreciate that. I auditioned a lot of people over the years. Your talent was a great addition to what we did there. And you left on your own, you know.
I did.
Went down to Florida.
I had one winter too many.
Yeah, we're happy to have you there now too, if we were still in place. But you take care of yourself, and everybody, if you are available on a Saturday, again, what time?
Thursday and Saturday from 5:30 to 7:30 Eastern time. Thursday is kind of an easy listening and jazz night. So I'll do American Standard Songbook. I'll do like Frank Sinatra, Bobby Darin, Dean Martin, and jazz on Thursdays. And then on Saturday is just a free-for-all. So I can do anything from Broadway. I like to say from Frank Sinatra to Bruno Mars. Anything on Saturday.
A free-for-all. That reminds me of the old place.
Exactly.
Anyway, so thanks, Tony. Have a good night. Enjoy the rest of your night.
Thank you so much.
So, hey, folks, we are at the point of the show now where we bring on what we call our mystery guests. Sometimes they are just people stopping by to say hello. This is the first time that we're bringing on a mystery guest, and they're going to sing a song for us. So, Tony, whenever you're ready, would you please bring on our mystery guest?
I'll be your candle on the water. My love for you will always burn. I know you're lost and drifting, but the clouds are lifting. Don't give up, you have somewhere to turn. I'll be your candle on the water till every wave is warm and bright. My soul is there beside you. Let this candle guide you. Soon you'll see a golden stream of light. A cold and friendless tide has found you. Don't let the stormy darkness pull you down. I'll paint a ray of hope around you, circling as sure as rivers flow. I'll never let you go. I'll never let you go. I'll never let you go.
Hi, Kiera.
Hi! Surprise!
Hi, Kiera. Beautiful.
Thank
So
you.
beautiful. And you look great.
Thanks. I'm wearing the same shirt I was wearing in the video, trying
Very
to
good.
pretend like it's all happening live.
Yeah, look out right behind you. It looks like you're in a nice place there. You're
Yes.
where are you?
I'm in California, Northern California, Marin County to be exact. And behind me is a beautiful yard, lots of green. I wanted to be outside, but it's really windy today. So I placed myself where you could see the outside.
Thank you, because that makes me feel good when I see outside.
Yeah,
really
I know
does.
that a lot of you guys in the city are probably starved for green and nature right now.
It happens. I still will go for an occasional walk to the park and stuff, but it's not quite like looking out that window right now. So, Kiera, you moved to California.
I did. I moved to California, let's see, I guess 2016. Time's flying.
Yeah. And you were at Ellen's for how long? How many years?
That was quite a chapter in my life. I guess I want to say I was there for 14 years. It was either 13 or 14 years. I was trying to figure that out today. And I believe I started like late 2004. And I was there on and off, but mostly on, and was there for quite a while. It was such a big part of my life in New York.
And what I love most is that you never missed an opportunity to grow with what you were dealing with. A matter of fact, when you first started, your skills were okay, but we taught you how to carry a tray and how to do all of that stuff.
I will never forget that story. Yeah, you made fun of me because I carried a tray like this.
Yeah, but we showed you how to do it.
Yes,
and
you did.
You got really good at it, you know?
Thank you.
And as a performer, being able to wait tables is really important, as we all know. And
yeah, you learn how to think quickly and go with the flow and adjust when crazy things are happening around you, and work as a team.
Indeed, well, it is an ensemble, and we try to always have that. You are there now. You're there with somebody special that you met at Ellen's. Is he still working?
Yeah, I was really hoping to bring on my husband, Juan Carlos, whom I met at Ellen's Stardust Diner about 14 years ago. Can you believe that?
Yeah.
So he is working. He's very lucky to be working right now because so many of us are not able to work during this time. But he was hoping he'd be back in time to say hello, but he didn't make it. So he's here in spirit.
It's okay. We're going to do a whole show on Juan Carlos. We're planning it. We're planning for August. So,
okay.
Kiera, you've got projects that you're working on, and you had something that you were getting ready to do and leave to do. What was the show that you were getting ready to do?
Oh, I was getting ready to do 2 shows. Into the Woods, I was supposed to be playing Cinderella, a dream role. And I was also going to be challenging myself doing my first professional Shakespeare as Ariel in The Tempest, who's like this airy spirit, very powerful being. And yeah, it would have been quite a challenge and really exciting. And unfortunately, like so many other productions right now, it was canceled. Right. It's a really great regional theater company in California called Davis Shakespeare Festival. I did Gentleman's Guide with them, A Gentleman's Guide to Love and Murder last summer. And they put on really great shows, are really sweet, good people. It feels like a family. which it was what Ellen's felt like to me too.
Excellent.
So hopefully, you know, I'll get theater will be back soon. I hope.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed.
We all have to figure out. Yeah.
I just wanted to acknowledge the pianist in the
Go
video.
ahead,
I don't know if you were getting to that, but should I
Go
talk
ahead.
about
No, yeah.
now?
Tell us about what that was accompanying you.
Yes, his name is Chris Burke. And funny story, I actually met him at the diner. He was one of my customers, and we talked, and he was really kind and supportive. He loves music as well, and we kind of became modern day pen pals on Facebook. And I believe he came to the diner in like 2012, and so we messaged each other every now and then, and we decided to collaborate together and do Candle on the Water. And he wrote that arrangement just from this little lead sheet. And so I thought it was really cool how that song ties into the diner, since we met at the diner. And also it's just a really fitting message right now during this time of uncertainty, just a message of light and hope and comfort. And I also love lighthouses. I am obsessed with lighthouses and what they symbolize. So that's just a little bit about why I picked that song. And I wanted to make sure to acknowledge Chris.
We need more lighthouses everywhere to guide everybody in. So listen, we're getting ready for a free-for-all. Let me explain to the folks that don't know. After 20 some odd years, there are a lot of people that have come and gone. And tonight's show was a mix of people from that whole period of time through. And some have known each other, and some have only heard about each other. But stay with us, because we're getting ready to bring a bunch of the cast that are back in the green room on to say hello. And we're going to bring on one of our MCs that works with us. Hey, Amanda. While I have you there, Amanda, who did that track for you?
I'm having trouble hearing you guys for some reason.
Okay. Hey, you have the baby with you.
Also, my baby. So I can't hear what you're saying, but Kira, if you can hear me, I love
Hi,
you. Oh, there we go. Now I can hear you guys.
Hey, Amanda, who did the track for you? Who played your track for you? We didn't mention. Can you hear me?
Sorry, the sound is on and off here, but
okay.
I love you. I love working with you back in the day.
I'm gonna bring you back in a second. Scott, why don't you just bring on I'll add the people as you want me to bring them on, okay? And I'll bring you back in, Amanda. Maybe your sound will be better, all right?
Okay. So let's bring on Mr. Brandon Cottrell.
Hi, everybody.
There he is.
Hi, Kira.
Hi. Oh, it's so good to see you.
Kira, that was gorgeous.
Thank you.
Totally gorgeous. I loved it.
Thank you.
Hey,
so
Brandon.
I miss you.
So good to see you.
Hi. How you doing there, buddy? You look like you're doing good. You look nice and happy.
Well, I showered and shaved for you, so you're welcome.
Okay. Barbecue today, or?
No. Today, let's see. What?
No. Party, maybe.
Mom made a meatloaf today.
Oh, okay. That's good old school. So you're visiting with your family out in Indiana?
That's right. So we quarantined in Manhattan until June 7th, and then we went out to Long Island to be with my in-laws until last Tuesday. And then last Tuesday, my husband and I drove to Indiana to be here with my mom for 2-3 weeks.
Excellent. Being with the family is a great thing for you to do. A lot of people that would not have had this opportunity to spend quality time with their parents and loved ones, in a certain way, being forced to all have that time to be able to do that. Take advantage of it. I wish I had thought about it when I was running around like a lunatic when I was in my 20s and 30s. So
we have taken advantage and enjoyed every moment.
So Brandon, you've been doing the Zooms with a bunch of the Stardusters on Wednesdays.
Yes, so we've done we finally stopped doing them weekly when we hit July, because people were starting to kind of go visit their parents, and
right,
it was starting to feel like it was a little too much for weekly Zooms. But until July, we did weekly Zooms, and we included everybody, you know, bussers, runners, MCs, hosts, bartenders, you name it. If you are on the employment roster, you are welcome to join.
I know. I promise you, the next one that you do, I'm sort of navigating all of the buttons and everything that I have to do. I'll be in to say hello, okay? And
well, by now you should be an old pro. Now that you've mastered this,
they keep adding different things to my. There's 1 plate, 2 plates, 3 plates spinning, and then we start a 4th one. But so far, so good. We're going to bring on the bunch of people, and we're going to see how that works. Because you know, a gaggle, we don't know what's going to happen.
Yes. Hold on. Before you bring them on, if I don't get to talk to you, Kira, be sure to give your husband a big old hug for me and tell him I miss you. I miss both of you.
I will relay the message, and I'm sure he would want to say the same.
Me too.
And there's Tony, Antonio. Hey, so everybody remember that this is saved on Facebook, the show, and you can share it at any time after the show today. Start spreading the word out further so that people know what we're all up to and what we're doing, and they'll support Piano Bar Live, which is where we like to say that we connect with live music. I see Kevin Ray is in. Kevin, there's Kira. There's Brandi.
Hi, Kira.
Hi, Kevin.
How are you?
I'm doing well. It's really nice to see you, and that beard's looking good. You too, Scott. You guys look
Thank
very
you.
distinguished. And
I
how are you?
I see
Oh.
Kevin, how you doing? You doing good, right? Every day's
I'm
different,
doing
though, right?
Yeah.
I see Monique. Monique, before I forget, who recorded the track for you?
Matt Eisenstein. He's amazing. I work with him a lot. And he created the entire thing for me because it didn't exist. And I hated what Music Notes had to offer. So he made that whole thing for me and the sheet music.
And he did a great job with that. And that's another thing, by the way, everybody. When you've got this opportunity to work on music, make sure you spread that around, that wealth, and find the people that can do those tracks for you. And let's give them that business as well. Look who's here. She's back. Amanda. Can you hear us?
Yeah. Also,
Should
my
I
baby
tell
is
them
in the
why you
background
do?
saying that.
Yeah, the baby's learning how to do cat.
You hear him? Cat.
Oh my goodness. That's a little trick that Amanda and I used to do. I don't know how many of you are aware of. We would pretend to be from another planet in front of customers sometimes and talk in an alien language. And we got some great looks from customers along the way.
We are from a
had
different
absolutely
planet.
no idea what was going on.
Oh my gosh.
So, Brandi, how you doing? Where's your son today?
My son is spending time with his dad so that I can do this.
Excellent. Excellent. We have a whole batch of kids, by the way, that I know that a lot of them are starting to get the bug. And he is interested in the business, right?
Oh yeah, he's been in for the Tina Turner musical. He was in for Carolina Change. We just did a voiceover audition. So it's like I'm set up and he's set up in the corner. So we're trying to make it work. We're trying to fill up that college fund, right?
Yeah. So listen, guys, we have one more thing coming up at the end of the show. We're going to be bringing I'm going to bring on Chris Dilley. Now, Chris was an employee that worked with us, and I think that most of his time was during the holiday. He'd come in or whatever. But he's got an amazing ear and sound for harmony, but he's going to close it out for us. But I want to thank all of you for being a part of today. I want to remind everybody that's out there watching this that it's about that GoFundMe page, which we've put up, and I think probably Tony could throw that up one more time for us. And also sharing this show with whatever way you can through Facebook, through Instagram, however you can make it get further out there so more people know about us. To the Broadway people that are out there that may be doing the hiring, please take a look at this pool of people and the energy that they bring. I'm very proud of the work that we've done over the years, bringing music as well as shakes and burgers to thousands upon thousands of people that have passed through. 60 singing waiters on a roster, it's a lot, right? But you guys have done the hard work, bringing a lot of love to people. So I'm going to say good night to everybody, and
Thank you for doing this,
stay
Scott.
well wherever you are. Okay,
You're a
and
lighthouse.
stay at it.
Barbarino.
As you know, I
Thank you.
thank you. Onward and upward.
Like, hey, Ray.
Onward and upward.
Love y'all.
Tony.
Hey.
Well, that was great. I got to see a whole bunch of nice people that I haven't seen in a while. So let me bring on Chris Dilley now, and we're going to round out the show with this number that he's done. Tony, is Chris available?
Just wanted to make sure you wanted the video first, and then we're gonna.
You know what?
Chat.
Let me talk to him first, and then we'll play the video and go out.
Sounds good. Let's meet this guy.
Hey.
Hey, Chris. How are you?
How are you?
I'm doing okay, thank you. I'm excited to have you here.
I was gonna say I've just been enjoying this fantastic show.
It's a lot of people that we love and have over the years. There really is a family. We call ourselves a Piano Bar Live family, but there's a subfamily, and that's the Ellen Stardusters. They really have over the years. Again, people come and go, and they join in, or they go and they come back. One of the great things about that is the fact that people have always been able to land there after they have to come back to reality after a big gig or a show. We open up our arms and bring them back in because that keeps the talent pretty high. When I saw this video that you did, well, firstly, what have you been doing? I know that you have been doing virtual teaching, right?
Yep. These days, I like to say that teaching is my husband and performing is my mistress. Because I spent a lot of time, many years touring. And then when I discovered teaching, which was actually after my time at Ellen's, was when my studio really took off. And teaching has just been great through my own studio and now through NYU. It keeps me really busy. I get to still do some of that over Zoom these days, which is nice.
And all done virtually, right?
Yep.
Excellent. So you figured it out. You figured the curve out, and figured a way to make it work.
It's and and now it also is a little bit of time just to slow down. I'm welcoming that also because, like you said, running around the city like a lunatic. I was doing that for a long, long time, and so I don't want this to last forever. But a little bit of slowed down time, I'm welcoming also.
Right. Excellent. So we're going to go to the video, and we're going to go out with that video. It was when I saw it, I was like, I knew that you could. I knew that you could sing. I knew that you had talent, but the harmony that you put together and how you created the piece, and it also was a particular favorite of mine because I'm a big fan of Dame Vera Lynn, whose song it was.
That voice on her is insane.
And imagine she sang that during a time when the world, I mean, as it is today, it's crazy.
Yeah.
But, we're talking about World War II, London being blitzed. Millions of people died during that 5-year period of war. Yeah. And Vera Lynn, with this song, was able to lift the spirits between her. I don't know whether it was her or Churchill that that ended up helping to win the war, because they were both indomitable, and her music that she brought. She passed away about 4 weeks ago, I think, at this point.
Oh.
But she did pass. She was 103, I believe. And but when all of this started, there were a number of people that pulled this old chestnut out, as they used to say, and did it. But your version is beautiful. And I'd like to thank everybody for joining us here at Piano Bar Live today. Thank you for doing this for us. Folks, please remember to share. Sharing is caring. You don't have to, it doesn't cost you anything to push the share button and let people find out about this show. And through that, they will find out about the GoFundMe for the Ellen Stardust team, which is, again, front of the house and back of the house. And also support Piano Bar Live. Again, if everybody sent $1, $2, $3, that's enough. It all adds up, and that's all we're asking for, just the acknowledgement and the support. So with that note taken care of, I'm going to now turn it back over. This is you, and you, and you, and you. Okay? Thanks, Chris.
Thanks for having me.
Have a great night.
You too. Good to see you.
Those clouds will be far away some sunny day. We'll meet again, don't know where, don't know when, but I know we'll meet again some sunny day. Meet again some sunny day. Smiling through, just like you always do, till the blue skies chase the dark clouds far away, so far away. So won't you please say hello to the folks that I know? Tell them I won't be long. I won't be They'll long. Be happy to know that when you saw me go, I was singing this song. Singing this song. We'll meet again. Don't know where, don't know when, but I know we'll meet again some sunny day. Sunny day. So won't you please say hello to the folks that I know? Tell them I won't be long. They'll be happy to know that when you saw me go, I was singing this song. We'll meet again. Don't know where, don't know when, but I know we'll meet again some sunny day. We'll meet again some sunny